Just to contextualize your evidence.
As the court pleases, paragraph 13, since it appears that the deponent is in his sound sober senses, has not been unduly influenced to understand his rights as prescribed by Section 35 of the Constitution, freely and voluntarily wishes to make a statement, he is informed that he may now proceed.
Manje-ke la paragraph 13 ithi njengoba kubonakala ukuthi umuntu lo ozoyenza lesi statement yena ukhululekile, manje-ke yena usekayacebiswa ngamalungelo wakhe okuya ngomthetho sisekelo, uyacebiswa ngamalungelo wakhe okuya ngomthetho sisekelo, futhi yena ukhululekile no ukuthi akayenza lesi statement yena manje sekangaqhubeka.
Yes. You can then go straight to the annexure, you put the contents of the report.
As the court pleases, on 2014, between September and October, it was Sabata, in bracket, which is Saturday. My friend Marco Buthelezi and Makimba Buthelezi entered the house and demanded cell phone, and they shot the now deceased. On that week, in that year, during the week, it was on Wednesday, I was at my place at hostel in Fostoras at Basutu section, and I received the call from my friends Marco Buthelezi and Makimba Buthelezi. Both were staying at Fostoras hostel, but Zulu section. The person who was calling me was Marco, but I heard on the background that he was with Makimba. I told them that I am present, and he said he is coming with Makimba. Paragraph 2. Few minutes, they arrived by Polo, white in color, and it was driven by Makimba. But the owner of the Polo is Marco. Both, they are from Kwanongoma in KZN. I just entered the car and sit at the back seat. Marco said to me, there is a job we need to do. I asked them what job, and Marco said they were hired by Kelly to kill Senzo. And I asked the suspect, which Kelly and which Senzo? The suspect said Kelly Khumalo and Senzo Meyiwa. They are the people we're talking about. Paragraph 3. I asked them if they already charged the money, and they said yes. They charged 100,000, both Marco and Makimba charged for the killing. Marco was the one who was having dreadlocks, and Makimba was wearing the cap, red in color, and I was wearing the white cap. Those caps were wearing on Saturday, and the one with dreadlocks was wearing the wool hat. The accused remind me that in order not to mix the days, in brackets. Sometimes we drove, same time, we drove to the traditional healer, Mkulu, as we used to call him, and he is from Swaziland. This is the traditional healer we use to go to before we committing crime. He is from Swaziland. Paragraph 5. The Inyanga stays at Katle home at Palm Ridge, and we entered there, 3 of us. Marco is the one who explained to the traditional healer, Mkulu, in brackets, that we want to check if we are going to succeed in doing this job. He further mentioned to Mkulu that we are going to kill Senzo Meyiwa, and we were bought or hired by Kelly Khumalo, who was the girlfriend to Senzo Meyiwa. Mako told us that Kelly won money from Senzo, but he never told Mkulu that. Mkulu, traditional healer, checked for us and said, we are going to succeed to kill the said person. And he also gave us protection medicine and belts to put on the arms or at our waist, which was going to make us to succeed in killing him and to protect us from any danger. We paid Mkulu 50 rand for checking our job. When we finished the job, we decided that we must pay him 5,000. We must pay him Mkulu 5,000, and we left to the hostel, and they left me there to their places of residence. I sat at my place and we never spoke till Saturday, in bracket Sabata, when I received the call from Marco, where he told me that we are going afternoon to the work which we were planning to do. They never told me the time, but they arrived at about 18 hours, and they took me by the very same bowl. I was sitting at the back seat. Makimba was driving. The vehicle drove to the address for Storas, and the vehicle parked by the corner as Makimba was driving. While we were driving to the place, Marco received the call, and I heard Marco answering the phone and said, we are on the way, coming. In brackets, paragraph 9. After dropping the call, he told us that Kelly is calling and want to know if we are coming. Then we alighted at the corner and we walked on foot to the house. And the firearm was with Marco. And he asked who was going to enter the house. We discussed that we will make us as if we are committing robbery. And the firearm was one, and it was at Marco possession. Marco asked who was going to get in, and I tell them, no, me, I'm going to stand outside and watch if there is somebody who comes in and disturb us. I must quickly report. Marco and Makimba got into the house, and Marco was the only one who was in possession of the firearm. Number 11, they entered and closed the door and demanded cell phones. According to them, they said they found 3 people in the house. That was Meyiwa and 2 girls in the dining room. One of those 2 girls was Kelly. They said Meyiwa refused with cell phone, and he stood and grabbed each other with Marco. Marco took out the firearm and shot at him. Kelly ran to the bedroom and came back while still pushing each other, and the sound of the firearm came out. As the result, Kelly ran back to the bedroom and the shots came 2 times again. And they came out running, and we ran into the car, which was parked at the corner of the street. We drove to the hostel, and they said they never took anything, cell phone or money. Early in the morning, I received a call from Marco and said he was going to go and collect the money from Kelly. At about 9 o'clock, I received the money from Marco, who told me that we have rewarded for our job. He gave me 30,000 for my share. We agreed, 3 of us, to go to give Mkulu 5,000 for his assistance in this job. Mkulu helped us to rinse ourselves with other medicine to remove the bad luck. 13, we came back to the room where they dropped me and they left. Nobody came to us or police. The story was quiet. I read that somebody is arrested in this case, and I know that it was the wrong person, and it took short time, and both of them were arrested for the crimes. The firearm that
For other crimes.
paragraph 14, for other crimes. Thank you, my lord. The firearm that was used, sold to Mtobi's stall from Umsinga in KZN, that is the firearm that was used to kill Senzo, which was owned by Marco Buthelezi. Makindi Buthelezi were arrested at KZN, and Marco was killed by the police at Davidton during the arrest. They were arrested after 2 months. And then after all the statements have been submitted and written down, my lord, I read back to the accused and make some rectification where it's supposed to. And
Yes,
then he understood.
we'll get to that. Just give the interpreter chance.
Nasi statement again.
Yeah.
Statement ke sona sithi ngo-2014 phakathi kwenyanga kaSeptember no-October bekukade kuyisabatha umgqibelo, umngani wami uMarco Buthelezi noMakhimbi Buthelezi bayebeza endlini bona bacela ucingo badubula umufi. Ngalelo viki kulo nyaka phakathi kweviki bekade kungoLesithathu uma beza ehosteli endaweni yami ePhumulong eBasuthwini section. Ngiye ngathola ucingo kusuka kubangani bami uMarco Buthelezi noMakhimbi Buthelezi, bobabini bebakade behlala ePhumulong bebahlala eFosloras Hostel eZulu section. Lo muntu obekade engishayela ucingo kwakade kuMarco, kodwa ngiye ngezwa emuva ukuthi uMakhimbi ubekade ekhona. Ngiye ngabatshela ukuthi ngikhona, bona bathi bayeza weza noMakhimbi. Ngemva kwemizuzwana baye bafika ngepholo emhlophe ebekade ishayelwa uMakhimbi, kodwa umnikazi waleyo pholo kwakade kuMarco. Bobabini bona bebakade besuka kwaNongoma eNatal. Ngiye ngangena emotweni ngahlala emuva. uMarco wangazisa ukuthi kunomsebenzi okwamele siwenze. Ngababuza ukuthi omuphi umsebenzi obakade bekhuluma ngawo. Bathi baqashwe uKelly ukuthi kubulawe uSenzo. Ngabuza ukuthi omuphi uKelly obakhuluma ngaye nomuphi uSenzo. Kulayi ukuthi abasolwa bona baye bathi uKelly Khumalo noSenzo Meyiwa yilabo ebekade bekhuluma ngabo. Ngabuza ke ukuthi bese bashilo ukuthi kwamele bazokhokhelwa malini, bathi yebo bona bese khulume ukuthi bazokhokhelwa imali elingana no 100,000 imali ebekade izonikwa uMakho noMakhimbi ukuthi kubulawe. uMakho yena wayekade kuumuntu obekade enama dreadlocks, uMakhimbi yena wayekade efake ikepisi red, ikepisi elibomvu ngombala. Mina ngangikade ngifake ikepisi elimhlophe. Sasikade sifake lawo makepisi ngomgqibelo. Omunye lo bekade enama dreadlocks yana wayekade efake impahla eyewool eyikuthi umsolwa obekade and this
in order to mix, or he was explaining in order to not mix the days.
ubekade engitshela ukuthi ngingahlanganisi amalanga. Saqhubeka ke sashayela imoto kuyiwa kumkhulu obekade simbiza kanjalo, yena ubekade esuka eSwaziland. Lo mkhulu ubekade kuyinyanga ebekade sinokuya kuye ukumasiyo ngaphambi kokuthi siyoyenza amacala, bekade ephuma eSwaziland. Lenyanga lena yayikade ihlala eKatlehong ePalm Ridge. Sangena ke kuye uMakho, yena ke wachazisela inyanga umkhulu njengoba sasikade simbiza ukuthi asihlole ukuthi siyokwazi ukuthi siqhubeke na noma siyenze lo msebenzi wenzeke uma siya kulo msebenzi. Uphinde futhi yena wachazisela umkhulu ukuthi sasikade siyobulala uSenzo Meyiwa, ukuthi sasikade siqashwe uKelly Khumalo obekade eyintombi yakhe uSenzo Meyiwa. uMakho waqhubeka futhi wachaza nokuthi uKelly Khumalo wayekade efuna imali kuSenzo kodwa akazange achazisele umkhulu okunye ukusuka lapho. Umkhulu inyanga leyana iye yahlola ke ukuthi sizokwazi ukuthi siqhubeke ngalo msebenzi lona. Yena ke uye washo ukuthi yebo sizokwazi ukuthi siqhubeke ngalo msebenzi futhi uzosinika ikhambi ebelikade lizosivikela ekwenzeni lo msebenzi, ekwade bekwamele sigcobisele lo khambi ezandleni nasekhalweni. Futhi ke uye washo ukuthi sizokwazi ukuthi siwenze lo msebenzi wokuyobulala, lo msebenzi uzoyenzeka futhi sizovikeleka. Yena ke umkhulu siye samnika imali ebekade ilingana no 50 rand njengoba ebekade sikasihlolile. Ithema iqeda siye sathatha isinqumo sokuthi ngemva kokuthi siqede sizomnika imali elingana no 5,000 rand. Siye sahamba ke saphuma lapho endaweni yakhe saphuma ke kuleyo ndawo yakhe la bekahlala khona. Ngahlala ke mina endaweni la bengihlala khona ngomgqibelo kufikela ngomgqibelo isabatha, la ngingathola ucingo kuMakho eyewangitshela ukuthi bekwamele ke manje sizilungiselele ukuya la kule ndawo ebesikade sikhulume ngawo. Abazange bangitshele isikhathi kodwa bona baye bafika ntambama uma ihora kwelesithupha la ngiye ngathathwa ngaleyo moto ebengikade ngiyichazile. Ngiye ngahlala emuva, uMakhimbi bekade kuye obeshayela imoto. Imoto iye yahamba ke yaya eFosloras. Leyo moto leyo ifike iyapaka ekhoneni, uMakhimbi wakade kuye oshayelayo. Ithema sashayela khona lapho uMakho uye wathola ucingo ngamuzwa umakho aphendula ucingo athi sisendleleni. Ngemva kwalapho umakho uye wasitshela ukuthi uKelly uyena lo bekade eshaya ucingo ngimtshele ukuthi sisendleleni siyeza. Ngemva kwalapho sahlika ke emotweni sahamba ngeinyawo ukuya kuleyo ndlu leyo. Isibhamu ebesikade sikhona sasikade siphethwe umakho. Yena uye wabuza ukuthi ubani ozongena endlini.
We discussed that.
Siye sakhuluma ke ukuthi
Make as if we are doing robbery.
siye sakhuluma ke ukuthi sizoyenza ingathi sibamba inkunzi. Isibhamu sasikade sisodwa sasikade siphethwe umakho. Umakho ke yena wabuza ukuthi going to get ubani ozongena phakathi endlini. Mina ngiye ngasho ukuthi ngizoma ngaphandle ngibheke ukuthi akunamuntu ozayo ozosithikazisa njengoba siyenza lo msebenzi ngokusheshsha. Umakho noMakhimbi bona baye bangena endlini. Umakho uyena obekade ephethe isibhamu. Baye bangena endlini bavala umnyango bafika bafuna ama cellphone. Ukuya ngabo baye bathi bathole abantu abathathu endlini kwakade kuMeyiwa nabantu besifazane ababini bebahleli edining room. Omunye wabo wakade kuKelly bona bathi uMeyiwa uMeyiwa walile nge-cellphone. Yena uye wasukuma wabambana noMakho. uMakho uye wakhipha isibhamu wamdubula. uKelly wagijimela ebedroom wabuya while they were still wabuya bebalibele basasunduzana khona lapho. Bese ke isibhamu sadubula okwesibini. uKelly wagijimela futhi ebedroom la ukuthi isibhamu sadubula futhi kulabona baye baphuma begijima sagijimela emotweni lebekade ipake ekhoneni. Imoto yahamba ke yaya ehostel. Bathi abazange bathathe lutho. Abazange bathathe lutho, abazange bathathe ama cellphone, abathathanga nemali. Ekuseni ke ngengathola ucingo elusuka kuMakho ebekade engazisa ukuthi bezoza bayolanda imali kuKelly. Khona lapho ekseni ngabo 9 ngiye ngathola imali ebekade isuka kuMakho engitshele ukuthi sikhokheliwe njengoba siyenze umsebenzi. Banginikile imali elingana no 30,000 rand ebekade imali banginika yona ingxenye yami. Siye savumelana ubuthathu bethu ukuthi umkhulu sizomnika i5,000 rand.
Assistance.
Sizomnika i5,000 rand njengoba esizile kulo msebenzi. Umkhulu usisizile ukuthi sigeze ngeminye imithi ukususa lo bumnyama obukade busembethe. Siye sabuyela emuva erumini laba ebangishiya khona. Akuzange kube namuntu obekade eyazise amaphoyisa le ndaba lena njengoba siye savumelana ukuthi sithule. I heard. Ngiye ngezwa ukuthi kunomuntu obekade eboshiwe kuleli cala. Bengade ngazi ukuthi ababophanga umuntu okuyena oyenze leli cala. Ngemva it took time. Kuthathe isikhathi esifishane ukuthi bobabini baboshwe
for other crimes.
kwamanye amacala. Isibhamu lesi besikade sisetshenzisiwe esaka Mthobisi Sithole obekade ephuma eMsinga eKZN. Ileso sibhamu esisetshenzisiwe ukudubula uSenzo Meyiwa esiye besikade kuyisibhamu sakaMakho Buthelezi. uMakhimbi Buthelezi uye waboshwa eKwaZulu Natal. uMakho yena uye wabulawa amaphoyisa eDaveyton ngemva ngalesikhathi beza bambopha baboshwe ngemva kweinyanga ezimbili. Thank you, my lord. I have tried reading the difficult handwriting.
Yeah.
And nizwile bafethu into lebengizama ukuyifunda njengoba ibhalwe kanjani. As the court pleases and the accused also nods their heads to say they understood as I was reading the statement.
Yes, Mr. Bello.
Thank you. Colonel, just explain the signatures there at the bottom.
As the court pleases, my lord, the signature is for the accused and his right thumbprint for each and every page.
Ake uchazeke ukusayina lapho uthi ukusayina okwamsola futhi nesithupha esakhe sesandla sebudla.
Next to that signature is my signature, my lord.
Bese phambi kwaleyo signature nami ngiye ngasayina.
Yes, and just read the last portion there.
Paragraph,
On the last page of the annexure.
I think the last page of the annexure, my lord,
Yes, the last paragraph.
that I never read. Observation,
No, the one that says the above statement.
oh, that one is written on the annexure. The above statement was obtained by me from the suspect at Deep Kloof SAPS at 12 o'clock.
Lesi statement sona ngisithole kumsolwa esiphoyiseni saseDikloof ngo-12 emini.
And not a mini, it was written as a mini, but it's 12 midnight, my lord.
Uthi kubhalwe u-12 okubonakala ku-12 wasemini kodwa istatement siyenziwe ngo-12 ebusuku.
If you look page 1,
Come again, my lord.
if you look at page 1 of Exhibit FF, the time at which you commenced, just place it on record. The time that you commenced taking down
As the court please, my lord,
the
I explained it.
documenting the proceedings.
Yes, I explained it in this court. It was 10:15 at night.
Manje-ke ake uchaze isikhathi ewuqale ngaso ukuthatha lesi statement uthi bese semchazile enkantolo ukuthi kwakade ku-10 ebusuku.
If I can then ask you to turn to paragraph 14 of the preamble.
As the court pleases, my lord. Paragraph 14, on completing the statement, it is read to the deponent. He is also given the opportunity of reading the statement himself and of changing the statement. He seems it necessary. Note down whether he also read through the statement. The suspect never read the statement himself, but only rectified the officer about the day when the cabs were worked by them on paragraph 3. My lord, he rectified the days of the cab. Remember, they were met in 2 days. So he rectified that is when they were wearing those caps. Paragraph 14.2.
Yeah, just before the paragraph 3 of, when you refer to paragraph,
Paragraph 3. Paragraph 3 of the annex, my lord.
yes,
Of the annex.
yes, 14.2.
Has the statement been read back to the deponent by an interpreter? It was read back by the officer, which is myself, my lord. Paragraph 15. The following question are now put to the deponent. 15.1. Are you satisfied that which you stated has been noted down correctly? Yes, I am satisfied, is answer from the accused. Paragraph 15.2. Do you have any complaint as to the manner in which I took down the statement? The answer, no, I don't have any complaint. 15.3. Are you satisfied with interpreter? Answer, I'm satisfied the way the officer translate to me. Place, Diepkloof police station, date 2020 of 5:30. Time is 0000, my lord. And then signature.
Manje ke uma eqhubeka kuthiwa ake usifundele njengoba wawukade unomsolwa ukuthi niye nakhuluma kanjani ukuya ngalamaphepha. Kulamaphepha ke kuyashiwo ukuthi istatement siyesafundelwa umsolwana kuthiwa umsolwa asizange sifundelwe akazange afundelwe lesi statement kodwa akazange asifunde yena ngokwakhe kodwa uye wacela iphoyisa ukuthi lona aliyenze inguquko ezithize laphayana ku paragraph 3 iphoyisa uma lichaza lithi inguquko kulabe kade ekhuluma ngamakepisi ngalesikhathi ezebe echaza indaba yamakepisi ngoba ukhulume ngamakepisi ngamalanga amabili alandelelanayo. Statement lesi siyesafundelwa na umsolwa kuthiwa istatement sifundwe ilona iphoyisa. Mbuzo olandelayo wena weneselekile na ngalesi statement njengoba sibhalwe kanjalo uthi impendulo ebuye kumsolwa ithe yebo ngeneselekile. Manje unaso isikhalazo mhlawumbe ngalendlela ukuthi istatement sibhalwe ngaso impendulo ebuye kumsolwa ithe cha anginaso isikhalazo. Manje omunye olandelayo umbuzo uthe weneselekile futhi nangotoliki bese impendulo eze esuka kumsolwa yona iye yathi mina ngeneselekile ngalendlela iphoyisa lingichazisele istatement ngakhona futhi sasikade sibhalwe eDiepkloof nge-30 zika May ku-2020 ngo-12 ebusuku.
just for record purposes, whose statement have you just read out? Who was the deponent?
The court please, the deponent is Mzikakhulelwa Sithemba Sliyo.
Esakabani lesi statement wawusanda ukusifunda manje? Statement esaka Muzikakhulelwa Sithemba Sibiya.
And you confirm the correctness of both the preamble and the annexure?
That's correct, my lord, I confirm.
Uyavuma ukuthi istatement nalamaphepha lamanye lawa kade etypiwe kuyiqiniso uthi yebo ngiyavuma ngosenkantolo.
So court, please, my lord, we request that the annexure, the statement itself, be handed up as exhibit FF in brackets 1.